Milk vat monitoring solutions have been around for over 10 years, but Fonterra's 2020 rollout really put a spotlight on the benefits of these systems. And most milk processors now include a version of them in their on-farm excellence programs, like Synlay's Lead with Pride or Miraka's Te Araha Miraka. Some of the early systems gave unreliable measurements and faulty connections, but there has since been a lot of growth and development in this area, and the new generation of solutions have overcome these issues. These systems have made huge impacts on the way we farm today. We can easily find answers to our questions, for example when we're having issues with the chiller. In just seconds we can see whether the issues were down to a power cut or something else. And the alerts mean we can save vats of milk that we might have lost. The basic systems focus on monitoring the milk's chilling profiles to meet MPI cooling regulations and send alerts if there are any changes. Most milk vat monitoring vendors also give options to add additional features to the system, like alerts if the vat door is left open or an update when your valves are open or closed. The base model for the Fonterra program has a milk volume sensor at the top of the vat, a sensor on the agitator motor, and temperature probes in the milk inlet pipe and in the pocket of the vat. The sensors are wired to a box that collects all your data and sends the information to relevant vendors. If you're worried about where the information goes, milk processors only have access what you choose to share with them. In the case of Fonterra solutions, they only access certain information used for their scheduling, like the volume, milking times, and a risk profile of the milk, but they do not see minute-by-minute temperatures. You can also choose to share the data with selected staff and your dairy equipment specialist. Because the data is stored digitally, you can see it at any time from an app on your phone, as long as you're connected to the internet. The sensors can detect when you start milking, if you've forgotten to turn on the agitator, which means you can relax. When we have new staff or relief milkers, you're able to avoid mistakes that could cost the business. All the solutions allow you to track milking efficiency, such as litres milk per hour, which can help to measure different shed operating procedures or staff. Milk vat monitoring solutions have proven their worth over time, and are very often the first step for farmers when it comes to sensors on farm. Vendors to explore are the likes of DTS, Levno and Halo. DTS's solution has some integration with your chiller directly and can automate when the chiller and agitator start. When you're ready to start exploring solutions, have a chat with your milk processor about their on-farm excellence programs. They might be able to recommend a vendor that they already work with, but the decision on which one to use usually comes down to your personal preference. It can be useful to talk to your neighbours and get their honest reviews on the systems they've used. That way you can get a sense of how effective they are, how easy the app is to use, and the data is presented to suit your needs. Look out for things like water, fuel and effluent monitoring that the suppliers have, and have a think about what you might want down the track. You're not tied to using the same vendor for all solutions, but it can be more convenient to have everything in one place on a single app.